It took longer than a year, 504 days to be exact, but finally, after waiting for all those days, Fracture is back in the competitive rotation. But this got me wondering, do the old Fracture tricks still work on this map? And since it's been so long, do you guys still remember the old tricks? That's what we're gonna find out in this video. I dove into the old catalogs, did a lot of tests, and here's what I found. Let's start with the cool trick about Yoru. Usually when people push A main, they don't really check the left side, because the door is almost always closed, and way more often there's a red chilling on the right. So what you were able to do back in the day is place your teleporter on the right of the door, and when you did that, the door stayed open. Let's find out if this is still in the game. All you gotta do is stand on the right of the ramp, then aim at that line over there, and cast your gate crash. Wait a while, and when it goes to the door, look at that, the door is open, and it stays like that. A very nice trick to catch the enemies by surprise. Another trick that still works is this insane chamber teleport. If you're planning to push B with chamber, all you gotta do is place your teleport underneath the side, and now when you are pushing, you can teleport from anywhere on the side. If you want to, you can play aggressive to the defender spawn and teleport away. And what about these stairs? Yes, my friends, even if you go up these stairs, you're still in range of the teleport because the height doesn't matter. So easy peasy plant for you and teleport to safety. Sadly though, or luckily, not all tricks are still working, and one of these examples are the jet pixel spots. Back in the day there were a lot of jet pixel spots where you could stand, but these got all fixed. I mean, it made sense, right? Because these spots are so overpowered. Just take this clip as an example. I would be so tilted if I got killed like this. If you try them now, you mostly get blocked by an invisible wall, and of course they were bugs anyway. But my friends, did you know that there are still some old bugs and glitches that are still working on Fracture? I was so surprised when I found out these still worked, and I will get to them in a second, but first I quickly want to talk about something else, and that's about the way how you can improve way faster in Valorant. If you're not sure where your own weaknesses are, the sponsor of this video, Valorant Tracker, will help you with that. When you download this app, you can find a lot of statistics about your own account. Fun stats like how many aces you got, but also useful stats like your weapon stats, map stats, and agent stats. And with these statistics, you can learn so much about yourself. I, for example, know now that I only have a 40% win rate with Yoru, so if I were to play this agent again, I definitely need to learn a little more about him. Another very cool feature of Valorant Tracker is the live match data. When you hop into a game, you can see the stats, but also the ranks of your teammates and the enemies, and this will give you a small advantage before the game has even started, because you can mentally prepare yourself. And this, my friends, is just a small part of the app. Valorant Tracker has way more features. Think about the detailed match history, guides, and an in-game overlay. So what I would say, try it out yourself with the link in the description. The best part is that it's completely free, so try it out today. And now let's find out what glitches still work on Fracture. There are a few. A remarkable one is this one with the Killjoy ultimate. You can actually clip your ulti through the ground over here. All you gotta do is stand in this corner, aim at the bottom of the black square. From there you go to the middle line and activate your ultimate. If you do it like this, your ulti will go through the ground, and it's a pretty cool party trick for your friends. Is it useful, however? To be honest, I don't really think so, but it's cool that this glitch is still in the game. A glitch that is useful and is still in the game, however, is this next one. On A side, if you look at the platform, it looks like there's nothing wrong with it, right? But my friends, look a little bit closer. Do you see that? There's actually a very small gap in the platform over here. And the best part about this gap is that from down you can easily look up, but if you stand on the platform, you won't be able to look down. And I know, this doesn't look like a significant glitch, but just take a look at this next clip. Some players actually got kills because of it.
One enemy remaining.
Yep, because the bodies of the enemies are red, you are actually able to see a few pixels. Very OP. You know what else was very OP? There was a time when you could updraft away from the zipline and then get into this corner with Jet. Obviously, this glitch did got fixed, probably because this was way too overpowered. And here's another thing you need to know about the ziplines. Back in the day, if you used the zipline and shot with your assault rifle, it would be very inaccurate. However, if you shot with secondary guns like a classic, then suddenly your bullets would be way more accurate. In fact, some guns like the Sheriff didn't have any bullet spread at all. Some might think that this was a glitch, but no, my friends. When Fracture was in the rotations, pistols were just very overpowered. And in the last year, the pistols actually got multiple nerfs, and that's why you're not accurate anymore with secondaries on the zipline. Just as the same way as you won't be accurate anymore while walking. And one more thing about the zipline, while I was searching for old tricks, I found this operator shot. That shot was insanely lucky, I thought it was worth showing again. Let's move on now and talk about this wall over here. We all know this wall, right? A lot of players like to wallbang this, and often they will get some cheeky kills. However, there's one fact about this wall that not a lot of people know about. Even I forgot it until I saw this old clip. Apparently, if you stand right in front of it, the bullets of your Phantom and Vandal will go through. However, if you stand a little bit diagonal of the wall, for example on this platform, then suddenly your bullets don't go through anymore. I know, it might look very strange, but this actually makes sense. Here's why this happens. If you stand diagonal of the wall, the bullets will go through the wall with an angle, and because they go through the wall with an angle, the wall seems to be a little thicker, and that's why the bullets don't go through. I've explained this concept in an earlier video. I think it all makes sense with this picture over there. It's basically the same concept as on Fracture. Also, for those who are wondering, this of course is still in the game, so be careful from where you are wallbanging. Another trick that's still in the game is this Killjoy Nanoswarm. If you stand close to the boxes and use a right click throw, your swarm grenade will land on the ledge of the box. And at first glance, this grenade might not look that good, but the reason why this grenade is actually pretty useful is that it will not only hit people that are standing down, but also hit the enemies that are standing on top of the platform. So pretty good lineup if you plant over there. And since we're talking about this platform, I found out that one of the best Viper tricks also still works on this map. It's very simple, but oh so strong. All you gotta do is use your ultimate in this corner over here, and then plant the spike somewhere on platform. The reason why this setup is so good is that unless the enemy has a jump like Jet, the only way to get on top of platform is through these stairs over here. And defending the stairs is so easy from the Viper ultimate. You just throw your poison on it if you think the enemies are pushing, and it will be impossible for them to walk up the stairs. And if they do, you can simply kill them with only one bullet. A very strong trick this one, and this next clip proves it all, because it's a 1v5 shorty ace against the full buy of the enemies. Just look at this.
Last player standing.
What? We got class, please, look, yeah.
They're dead.
One enemy remaining. Ace.
But we're not done yet, because alternatively, with the same lineup, you can also plant down the platform. And look at that, there's a small gap where you and your teammates can hide in. The spike is also very easy to hold from here, and this next clip proves that. Let's now move on with this strange Sage wall. Back in the day, if you did a little Grim jump from tower, you actually were able to see through the roof over here. Pretty OP, right? You were able to see the enemies, but the enemies weren't able to see you. But now the big question, is it still possible? Drumroll please, and no. Luckily, this glitch got fixed. But no worries, Sage players, there's another wall that still works, and it's this one. On the attacker side, try to plant the spike all the way in this corner, next to the stairs. After that, make your way up to tower and place your wall like this. It looks like a strange wall, but it's a very strong wall for multiple reasons. The first one is that for the enemy's perspective, it just looks like you blocked off tower from two ways. However, the purpose of this wall is not to block it off, but if you look at the right over here, there's a small little gap where you can see the spike from. With a bit of luck, the enemies don't know about this trick, and that's how you can get some sneaky kills from this angle. Sadly, Captain Oreo died in the end, but he won the round because of time, so easy peasy. Sage is by the way not the only agent that can use this trick. You can also do almost the same thing with Cypher. For this, throw your cage on the ledge over here, and look at that, when you activate it, easy one way for you. Let's now go back to the zipline again. A thing you were able to do was use your Skydog while taking the zipline. A pretty cool trick, and my friends, this is still in the game. Using this trick on a good moment might be very situational, but it's something cool to know about. Maybe you can dog towards tower, for example, distract the enemies over there and then push from behind. Okay, let's move on with some things that aren't possible anymore. And one of these things is about the spike. There was a time when if you dropped the spike somewhere over here, you were actually able to pick up the spike from the tunnel. Of course, this is way too OP, so when you try it now, you won't be able to do it anymore, even if you jump higher with an updraft, for example. Another thing you won't be able to do anymore is also about the tunnel, and that's wallbanging through it. I know, it looks very overpowered, and it was overpowered, and I think that's why Rito Games fixed this wallbang spot. Some things you were able to do was even destroy Killjoy ultimates through the ground, but not anymore, my friends. Something you are still able to do though is destroy the Killjoy ultimate through this wall over here. I think that's a little bit broken, but as we all know, most of the walls in Valorant are made of paper anyway, so it makes sense. Another thing that still works and is pretty broken is this breach aftershock. From ramps, you can use this ability through the ground, and look at that, it perfectly hits the spike. Nice one for the post plant. Another thing that's also still possible is this Sage wall over here. If you place your wall diagonal like this, there will be a small gap underneath your wall, and through that gap you can easily spot the orb, so easy peasy kills for you. Oh! Another cool fact about Fracture is that back in the day when Fracture was still in the rotation, Jett actually had 2 updrafts instead of 1. I know, it sounds insane. I didn't realize that Fracture was out of the rotation for this long. It felt like ages ago since Riot Games removed the updraft from Jett. But my friends, of course, this means that a lot of double updraft spots don't work with Jett anymore. Jett used to be so broken, man. And this, my friends, this was the last tricky. If you think I missed any, please let me know in the comments down below. Maybe your comment will be featured in next tips and tricks video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and bye bye.